USC dropped a banger. And it looked like it was, a glitch out of a video game here. Check out this clip from Jacobe Lane. This just gets me going, man. Running a one-on-one, little head fake like he was going to do something. Ball's up in the air, good break up. Oh, fingertips. Looks like 2-3 fingers there maybe. He's been doing his fingertip push-ups. Look at the swag. That was one of my favorite parts too. Look at the swag and the confidence from Jacobe Lane. Doesn't lack it. Gets accentuated in the hype video. Literally looks like one of those old commercials for fantasy football on ESPN saying, pick me for your fantasy team, where you got guys like catching footballs through drywall or quarterbacks throwing like 2 footballs at Frisbees and just hitting them out of the air. Like that was kind of what that felt like to me. That was smooth though, man. All of that was very, very smooth. And honestly, again, in a microcosm, in terms of spring propaganda, this is a big reason why USC fans, when they had some portal losses at receiver a year ago, they weren't really all that worried. Like you had the rest of college football, myself included, saying, hey, it's not good to lose X, Y, and Z 5-star guy. USC fans like, y'all, we got Jacobe Lane. What are you talking about? And Jacobe Lane, to his credit, the way that he finished last season as well, nice little 3-piece touchdown in the bowl game, extra sauce. They're excited about what he could be. From a fan-based level, making plays like that during spring practice also you think can't hurt either. It's worth noting now, Jacobe Lane finished with 12 touchdown catches a season ago. 12. 7 of those came from Lane-Mava. Y'all, Lane-Mava took over the job at quarterback in mid-November. All I'm saying is there's a connection there. You've seen good results there. And I would not be surprised if they picked up where they left off. I wouldn't be surprised, too, if that pass during one-on-ones came from A1 Lane-Mava. So if you're a USC fan now, you're saying if we get this on offense, if we get Jacobe Lane balling like that consistently, we got to do it at quarterback and Lane-Mava. If we get this on offense, bottled up, we're no longer saying, man, do we have it on defense? If the defense can just – how often did we sit here and say that to you as a USC fan? I mean, you probably just like threw up in your mouth every single time we talked about it because it was nauseating. You're no longer saying that. You're saying defense got to hold up there in the bargain. Defense got to, take the next step and maintain and all those things, but you're not worried. You're sleeping just fine at night. Why? Because of Dan Lynn. Because of who they're attracting now from a talent level. USC's in good shape, man. It's no longer can the defense defense, hold up your end of the bargain. Offense, do your thing. And like USC, there's a reason they were so close in every single game last year. There's a reason. USC did not have any games where it was just like, oh, man, they can't even compete. They didn't see any of that. So if they pick up where they left off and pick up where they left off from that hype video, from that clip, USC is going to be in very, very good shape. Now, this is the classic spring propaganda takeaway, so roll with me here. This is where the sickos, I think, get involved, the college football sickos, that is. That catch and that celebration, too, if I can just be candid here, that embodies a lot of what I want for USC. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a new father now. And when my little girl grows up and goes to school, I would hope she has a little bit of extra just swag, confidence, a certain like it factor to her. Why? Because that's what I would hope that my wife and I have instilled in her and allowed her to feel confident, all those things. Like for USC, man, I want that for them because we've seen that was like kind of who they've been over the course of the early 2000s. They had that persona to them. They had that swag. They have that logo, that brand, that pageantry, all those things in college football. And it sounds like I'm being elitist here. I'm just telling you what the facts are. Like USC has been we talk about have and have-nots. USC has been a have in college football when you talk about one of those top-tier programs. And for the last couple of seasons now, last, 3-ish years, 2.5-ish years, you haven't seen that same aura around them. And so I know it's one play. I know Jacobe Lane is one player, but to see that, I want to see more of that. And you would hope now, plays like that, swag like that, you would hope that's infectious. Because I'll tell you what, man, I know there's a lot that we're going to talk about across the country this year that has to do with talent and physical traits and all those things. And that's non-negotiable. But what makes the difference in that 10% of teams that make the playoff and then the teams that ultimately compete for and win national titles, to me, that's a swag, culture, confidence, all those things. Sounds cliche, sounds like we're taking a lot from a little. Maybe we are, but I truly believe that's what makes the difference here in college football. And I hope that's infectious for USC with the way Jacobe Lane's operating, man, and how that team feels about themselves. Because USC, again, it's where they come from. It's how they, metaphorically speaking, in this roundabout metaphor have been raised. And so I'm excited to see what they are here in 2025. But that clip, if you're a USC fan, have to believe it also stoked the appetite a little bit as well for some more spring propaganda out of Los Angeles.